morning everybody. I hope you all are ready for the physics class. So today we will do thrust and pressure. But before we start with this, let's talk something about force. Can you tell me what is force? Well, all of you know and must be, you have read it previously. Force is a push or pull given to an object. Now the question arises, what can a force do? Well, force can set a body into motion. For example, your bicycle is standing and you want to change its place. So what you have to do? You apply force to it and it is set into motion. Force can stop a moving object. All of you must have seen the football match. Well, in the football match, have you seen that the goalkeeper, what does he do? He catches the ball. So the ball comes to him, he applies force and stops the motion of the ball. Force can change the direction of motion of the object. Okay, here I would like you to recall the cricket match. Now, have you seen the batsman? He has a bat, the ball comes to his bat and he hits the ball with the bat. So what has he done? He has applied force to change the direction of the ball. Lastly, force can change the shape of an object. So I'll give you a very simple example for this. You must have seen your mothers preparing chapatis. So the flour is kneaded and then it is turned into small balls and then it is rolled into a flat round by applying force. So this is how the shape of the object changes. So well, now you can understand that what is force? Force is a push or pull given to an object. And what are the effects of force? The force can set a body into motion. Force can stop a moving object. Force can change the direction of motion of the object. And force can change the shape of the object. Now, another thing is that if the force, two forces or more forces act in the same direction, then they add up. For example, if you are pushing a big table, you are in the school and you are asked to move a table from one place to another and you push it. It's quite heavy, but then your friend comes and starts pushing from the same side as you're pushing. So don't you think it will be easier now for the table to move? Why not? It will be, because now there are two forces and both the forces are acting in the same direction. So you remember, when the forces act in the same direction, they add up. But if forces act in the opposite direction, then the effect of force reduces. That means they subtract. Forces see, suppose you are in a room and you start closing you start pushing the door from one side. You probably want to open it, and then your elder brother or sister comes in and starts pushing from the other side. Now what will happen? Will the door open or close? Definitely not, because if you happen to apply more or less same forces, then the door will not move, because you are applying forces from opposite direction. Now we come to the fact that when we are talking about this force, then what is the unit for measuring force? Well, SI unit for measuring force is Newton. You all know Newton is the name of the scientist. Whenever we use the name of a scientist as a unit, we never write it with the capital alphabet. So we have to write it with the small n is used instead of capital N. And when we want to use the symbol for this unit, then the symbol is N, but it will be capital N now. So the name of the scientist, remember this thing very carefully, that when a name of a scientist is used as a unit, then we don't use capital alphabet. There is a smaller unit of force also, which is dyne. These two units are related to each other by the expression 1 Newton is equal to 10 to the power of 5 dyne. How this expression is obtained, we might do it later on. For the time being, you can just remember 1 Newton is equal to 10 to the power of 5 dyne. There is also a gravitational unit of force, which is kgf, that means kilogram force or gram force. And when you talk of relating gravitational unit with the SI unit, then you will have 1 Newton is equal, 1 kgf is equal to 9.8 Newton. So, children, what are you going to remember? You will remember that the unit for measuring force is Newton, symbol N. Smaller unit for measuring force is dyne. Relationship between the bigger unit and the smaller unit is 1 Newton equal to 10 to the power of 5 dyne. The gravitational unit of force is kgf, kilogram force, or gf, gram force. And when we want to relate SI unit with the gravitational unit, then the expression used is 1 kgf is equal to 9.8 Newton. I hope you all are very clear with this. Well, children, when you are standing, isn't it, then what happens? Your force is being exerted in the downward direction. This is the surface where you are standing, and the force is being exerted in the downward direction. That means this force is what? Your weight. So the angle between the force and the surface is 90 degree. Okay. Another case, like suppose there is a wooden board, and you want to put a nail inside it. Now see, what happens is, just observe this. The nail, like, maybe held in this manner, then the force is applied in this way, or the nail may be like this and we apply force like this. But when I keep the nail in this manner, then my force is acting in this way. Now this force, when it is acting in this manner, what is the angle between my force and the surface? It is 90 degree. That means I am applying force normal to the surface. Similarly, if I want to push this, then when I am pushing it, I will be applying force normal to the surface. So